If you're saying to yourself, I'm too scared to get up and speak in front of other people, how do we solve this situation? And it's all in our mind. One of the biggest fears we have is public speaking. But it's because we think too much about the other person that we're going to be judged, that they don't want us to do well. When in fact that isn't the case. They do want you to do well. They don't want you to bore them. They want you to do a great job, and so do you. So if we can frame this nervous energy into excitement, and they're willing to help you, this is the first great step we can do to help with overthinking. The second one is one that I've only just started to understand a lot more, and that's from practicing. How do we stay present? This present word comes up a lot, and for me it just means when we're doing the speech, we are aware of ourselves. We are aware of the room, if they're looking bored, if they need to be engaged. And something that we can do to help this process is by preparing. So if you were to jump into a car, say if you've been driving for 10 years and you're really stressed, I bet you could still drive all the way to work, but in your mind you're constantly thinking about work. How have you done that? It's because you're on auto drive, and the same happens with speaking. When we prepare for our speeches over and over again, we kick into auto drive. This means that we don't have to think about the words, we don't have to drive the car. We can be more aware of the situation, and we can have to adjust on time. And it particularly helps if you've been interrupted, or if somebody interrupted, or if some technical issue were to arise. And it's actually how to beat imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is simply you're not practiced enough, you're not experienced enough. So by doing the reps, by doing the preparation in the first place, we can then be grounded and present in our speeches. And the third great way we can get out of our heads is to tell stories. It's difficult to remember a massive speech, but it's a lot easier to remember a story. How I like to say it is get in the moment, reflect back on the stories that we want to tell them. Imagine that you're there. Use all the senses to describe the situation. And what I find this actually helps in putting the audience in that situation. They're living it with you. So if you had a strong summary or conclusion or takeaway, they're more likely to accept it, and you're likely to not obsess over every word that you got wrong,